Hey everyone, it's Destin. Decided to jump on the bandwagon of making videos, and since I got OBS to finally work, it's not too hard. I'm just gonna do a brief team analysis that I drafted, and yeah, I mean that's pretty simple. So I'll just go ahead and get started. I'll start in the order I drafted them. I think I pretty much got it down. I franchise Tangrowth. I use them on the ladder a lot, and Tangrowth can take hits, can be good, especially defensive assault vest. Really good defensively whenever gets access to like sleep powder. It's really good for using for lures. No one has it this season, but I've gotten countless kills on Heatran switching into an earthquake. So it's just a really good mon overall that can take hits, and it's kind of like my defensive mon on this team besides Feeney. My first pick in the draft, which was number two, since I did bad last season, was Jirachi. Jirachi Serene Grace was really all I needed to decide on this one. Serene Grace Scarf destroys almost any team. But besides that, it's really good to be Spadefrachi. It's really good for getting up rocks. It's really good for a healing wish. It can just basically be a good utility mom and do almost anything except defog. And then after that, I picked. Ooh, CCS. I was gonna remember, but that was not true. After that, I picked Tapu Fini. I was no. Oh no. I meant after that, I picked Gengar. I picked Gengar as my third pick because he's tier two somehow, and him being tier two, I couldn't pass up an opportunity for the speed and power he provides. He can. He's also my Z move user this season, so I can run all out pummeling for any bulky still types. I can run Infinity Nightmare, get kills, Sludge Wave, like all those moves just by themselves are good. And also Curse Body's a decent ability, not as good as Levitate, obviously, but if I'm in a desperation scenario with a Scarf Mon, I might get that 30% chance and get that Curse Body and win a match. After that, I realized I kind of have a. I knew who I wanted for my fourth pick. I was going to get Galvantula, but I was like, I need to sure I don't have a fire weakness because I've been three fires. So I picked up a Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini is probably my favorite um, Tapu this generation, in all generations, but I picked him just because he's really bulky, because it can take hits, doesn't give me a fire or a bug weakness because Jirachi and Tangrowth bug. This resists both fire and bug, so it's a good defensive mon. Gets default, so I got hazard removal. Got Nature's Madness, which is good for anything. Calm Mind. There's a few sets I can run with this thing, but it's mainly gonna be my defensive tank. Now I got Galvantula. I don't have too many sticky web abusers, but I thought it'd be nice to have because I can put down some sticky webs and anything that switches into it. I don't have to worry about Scarf because for some reason I have an irrational fear of Scarf in League format, so it can negate all Scarfs, so it can help my later on Mons get a for sure sweep if I set up with them once. Sorry, I've been a little sick, so that's why I'm stopped from coughing. But besides that, it's just good for having hidden thunders. There's a couple of rain teams I'm going to be facing this year, so it's good for that. Even though it's already 91%. And it's a good fast volt switcher, which is something all teams usually need. Something like just get in, get out. I don't know why I wanted this. I just was like, I want a bug type. Wow, what's available? And a fairy? Ribombe. That sounds like a great pick. It didn't survive week one. I dropped it. I realized my mistake, but we'll address that in a second. I then drafted Mega Gyarados because I'm not sure if anyone's noticed, but special attacker, special attacker, special attacker, special attacker, physical, and Tangrowth, special attacker. So I was like, I need to start addressing this problem before Assault Vest just destroys me. So that's why I got Mega Gyarados. He also provided me some tier 2 points, so I could get some because, as you see here, I'm at 420. I was at 380 after franchising, so I was like, I'll get some points back so I can do some late game stuff. So that's when I drafted Mega Gyarados. Good Dragon Dancer, Dark type, pretty bulky. Gives me another fire resist. Overall, just pretty cool, Mom. Just pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Ooh, okay, let's see. Donphan was my next pick. I got Donphan because I was like, I need some stealth rock, and since I'm running webs and rocks, I might want to not actually just defog my own hazards away. So I got Donphan for an additional rocker. But besides that, he has rock polish, which could be really nice. I've actually got swept by that once, I think season 4, because I was not prepared for it. So it's a really unexpected set you can bring. It gets knock off. It gets that ice shard if I need some priority just to like chip, get that last little chip of damage down on a threat. And yeah, it's just Stomp Fan. I was amazed it lasted this long. I think it lasted until pit number 74, which is amazing to me. Mon's like Comfy got picked before it, which I did not think was going to happen. Okay, let's see. Where was I going? I'm bad at everything. Okay, and then we have my Nets pick, which I really needed. I was kind of worried because it was between Flygon and Hatcher's. But I thought having Hatcher's would be nice because they both get Dragon Dance. Just one's a little bit weaker to Ice. And so in Pit it already, so I was getting worried, but Hatcher's got back around to me. Hatcher's is really good. He's my other Zmon user. He gets access to a lot of different coverage. He doesn't get any fire moves, sadly, which could be useful, which is why I'm going to explain my drops. But he gets Dragon Claw, Outrage, got Mold Breaker, which is a phenomenal ability. It negates a lot of abilities. Oh my god, I'm the best analyzer ever. And yeah, my final pick, Raichu. Yeah, I'm just gonna be brief. This was a dumb pick. I regret it. I don't know why I did this. Thought it was a rock and roll idea, and then I was like, oh yeah, I have Galvantula. So I guess I have another physical attacker on the electric physical attacker now. I get Fake Out. It might come once or twice, but unless I have an opponent with super weak to electricity, it's not coming. And now I'm going to display my drop. We did a drop where if we drop something like in the first day or two, we were allowed to use it in week 1 since we're having a week off period. So I picked up Delphox. I used it before. It's pretty good. It's pretty fast, and it makes it so I don't feel as dumb for getting rid of my as dumb for getting rid of Bombay. I still got 2 more free agency picks. Don't know who I'm gonna get rid of, but I got 2 more picks, and now I'll just kind of give like a general like view of my team. I kind of wish I did have a little bit more hazard stacking, especially with sticky webs. Like maybe we got a spiker. I was thinking one of my picks I might be doing is switch out Raichu for a Crustle. Crustle gets Spites, Shell Smash, and Rods, and I just kind of like it. But Custap Berry not being available kind of lowers the value of a Crustle, so it's a 50-50 grab right now. I'll wait a couple weeks. Overall, my team, I dropped your Primeape. I never went over Primeape. Primeape, I just need a fighting type that was decently fast, so I could put a Scarf on this. It was a tier 5 pick, so it wasn't really worth too much, but this thing gets a good move pool, like Thunderbolt. Yeah, Primeape gets Thunderbolt. I was looking up its moves. So I'm going to run the Specs Primeape and catch my opponents weekly. And it gets U-turn though. It gets, so I get that nice like Volt turn core. It gets U-turn, close combat, knock off Aerial Ace, Earthquake. It gets all the elemental punches, I believe. So I mean, it's pretty good for just if my opponent has a 4 times weakness, I can kind of capitalize on it. My team overall, I'm pretty okay with. I don't really have too many sticky webs abusers, but at the same time, I again don't like. I have a irrational fear of Scarf, so like it's really not for sticky webs. It's not really for like sending in a tank to go do a choice banded earthquake or anything. It's kind of like I don't have to worry about this. It takes out that element of the game for me. If someone has a really fast mon, like say Zygarde dog, which I'm actually face. Oh, you're not Zygarde. Like Zydog over here, my mouse is probably not reaching. I don't have to worry about that being 360 anymore. I don't have to worry about like just mons being faster. I can always be slightly faster than the fast ones. And also, it gives me like more of an opportunity to like just say throw a sticky web down and be like, okay, now I can be Specs Fire Blast to Delphox, or I can not have to worry about setting up with Gyarados, and I can just go around Earthquaking. It takes out like the Dragon Dance element on a couple of mons too, because if I have a band on, let's say, Hatcher's, I don't have to worry about it anymore. Overall, I think my main weakness is going to be a fire type skin. I don't think it's really a secret when you have one, two, three, four. Yeah, four. Actually, looking at it, I think that Delphox play was actually a good idea because it used to be six, but now it's kind of one, two, three. And Tangrowth, depending on it, I can probably take at least one with Assault Vest. I know my Tangrowth strengths. I use on ladder. Hattress resist, Feeny resist, Primeape doesn't, Delphox resist. So like the Delphox play actually got rid of my Fire Weakness and gave me a resist. I know the Delphox doesn't really resist being frail, but I can switch into a Flamethrower. I'll have to take about 60% now, which is nice. So yeah, I'm a little sick still. My throat's a little hoarse, so forgive me. But that was my really brief, badly unedited team analysis, and thanks for your time.